Hello, everybody. I'm Mythus Operandi, and this is Stonewalkers, Episode 3. I'm not going to talk too much about it because our players are going to recap it for you. Let's just jump straight on in to the action and see what we get up to this time. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Mythus Operandi, and this is Stonewalkers. To introduce you to the Stonewalkers themselves, I'd like to bring to the table, we've got Storm, played by Grogrin. You can say hello.
Greetings
it's okay.
to you.
There we go. We've got Talanor, played by Ip Man.
Hail and well met.
We have Sun, played by Kaar.
G'day. Hope everyone's having a good day.
And we have Faz, played by Jamie.
Hello, everybody.
In my head, I wanted to say Dr. Fazia, but then I remember that his name tag is just Faz. I might change that for future ones. Oh, we did it.
He's
made
a
it.
doctor. Gosh darn it. For that doctorate.
So yeah, I'm running on some manic energy right now, so this is either going to be a very good or a very chaotic session.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can just imagine Faz picking up a pair of oversized pinches and acting like Zoidberg.
you can't see my hands. I'm doing the Zoidberg clippers. ¿Por qué no los dos? Let's just have some fun. Why don't we start with a little fun question I thought I'd ask everyone today, because it's kind of thematic, especially when all of you start having cool moments in combat. But if you were a wrestler, what would be your entry song? Does anyone have one on the top of their minds they want to start with?
I do.
All right, let's hit it, Grogrin.
My Name is Murder by Brendan Small.
Don't know that one.
It's super good. You can listen to it later. I'll send you the link.
See if I can play like a little snippet of it, because so long as it's less than 10 seconds, I think we're good.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Okay, I don't know. Actually, I don't think that's going through the... It should come through now.
Curse my short-term memory.
Yeah, it's really loud. All right, no, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Who would like to go next?
Who is the boxer that only had like a couple of notes in his whole song? Was it Mike Tyson? But anyway, I remember some boxer had that. But I always liked the idea of that you would walk out just to one long, drawn out bassy E.
Oh, so it was just a single like note or two. It wasn't a song.
It was a single note, just the whole way to the ring.
So yours would just be like the single note. Hopefully, it's not the brown one, the brown note. Who's up next? I'm getting my coffee cup ready because I need to keep fueling the beast.
I would say Talanor's would probably be Human by Rag and Bone Man.
Ooh, I love that song. I am a big fan. I'm only human after all. And then, Kaar, what you thinking?
Well, if it was interesting, like a wrestling type theme for Sun, I think Shoot the Thrill by AC/DC might be a goer.
I love AC/DC. I'm a big AC/DC fan. I saw them live in Queensland. I think it was 2008. It was phenomenal. 80% of the audience were 80 years old. It was such a good show. Yeah, I grew up hearing stories from my dad, who used to live in Melbourne when they used to play in pubs, and he'd be up against the stage with his elbows on the floor, sticky beer everywhere, and they'd be playing like 5 feet in front of him. It was, yeah, I love AC/DC.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Anyone else have any cool band moments? Any impressionable performances you've seen live?
System of a Down was by far the best thing I've ever seen live.
Oh yeah,
they did a cover of the Sultans of Swing, but sang it as "We Are the System of a Down," and it was just perfect.
That
also,
would be good.
That would be good. Song with the sheet falling down. Oh, unbelievable!
I was at the in the Suncorp Stadium watching Foo Fighters last year, and they did a cover of AC/DC's Big Balls.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just incredible. And Dave Grohl just going out, it's like telling everyone to turn his lights on and says, "That's the prettiest Christmas tree I've ever seen." It's so good.
Oh, good stuff. We might have to play an AC/DC track or something as a combat music at some point.
One day.
One day.
Thunderstruck specifically during the middle of a high storm.
That's
yes,
very fitting.
please.
You know, I could queue up some audio cues because I need to double check. YouTube and Twitch, it should be okay so long as it's not longer than a set amount of seconds. So we could, like, as these words are accepted, you've been, and then just go into Thunderstruck for like just a couple seconds. That could be fun. All right, I think we're just ready to do it. You guys want to just jump straight back in
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
before we transition? Who remembers what happened last time?
There was a
How about
shardblade.
would you like me to do a
who was
recap
running
for
away
you?
with a chick?
I vaguely remember what happened last time.
So essentially, most of us were traveling from the Horneater Peaks or places close by, and we ended up running into Taszo, who was being accosted by some feral axe hounds. We fended off the axe hounds and had a lovely evening with Taszo, discussing where we were going and what his plans were, what he was doing. We learned that him and his group sadly perished. He was the only survivor. He was attacked by a group of bandits who had strange tattoos. He doesn't know how he survived either. That's still a mystery to him. And he was searching for a relic. Eventually, we made our way through towards the encampment at the edge of the mountains. I think it's the Unclaimed Hills.
Yeah, the
And-
Covenant Stones.
Yeah, the Covenant Stones. And once we arrived there, we started mingling with the Kolinar people who were carrying two unique pieces of cargo. The relic that Taszo was after, as well as a man who claims to be a herald, although we all know that's storming madness. But while Talanor and the others were talking with the Kolinar camp members, our lovely Dr. Faz decided to go and speak with the merchants. And that's when we learned about a caravan that was still missing, that hadn't showed up. As we were planning to go out and search for them, we were pulled aside with Taszo to discuss the relic. He believes that it is a honor blade that they have found, and that the man inside that cage actually is a herald. But again, there's no real proof behind that. But Taszo believes it with his full heart. However, we ended up hearing screaming, and it turns out there was a bandit attack being planned against the cart that was stuck, the missing cart. We ended up helping that cart out of the mud, and as we were on our way back to the camp, we were ambushed by the same bandits that apparently attacked Taszo. We swiftly dispatched at least two of them before the other two ran away. And when we returned to the camp, it turns out that they were attacked as well, and that they had apparently, in Taszo's eyes, stolen the honor blade, quote unquote. And as the high storm was about to hit, the party stood there, paralyzed with decision on whether they should run after Taszo as he chased after the bandits, or if we should stay in the safety of the camp like normal people would. But as our group isn't a group of normal people, we decided to run after him directly into the high storm like a bunch of idiots. So And then we discovered Taszo, after trudging through the storm, had been stabbed in his side. And he was being surrounded by, I believe, 4 other people, one of which was a man wielding a wedge nail-like shardblade, and a couple others, but they all left, leaving one man behind, and now we are fighting this man to save Tazo's life.
Okay. I almost interrupted because when you said a wedge nail like, I thought you meant nail as in the herald nail, and I'm like, it wasn't the herald nails on a blade. But no, you were spot on. It was a shard blade that was shaped like a spike, like a wedge, like yeah. In fact, I have that scene that I can pull up for you before we transition. So let me get that ready for you. That was a very good and very detailed a recap. Props to you. You are
Thank you.
all over that. And here we go. Let me click view for all of the players. And we're going to jump over to our battle map. And hopefully that's not too loud on stream. Excellent. So, where we left off last time. I'm going to reshare this so I can get it on the viewer. There we go. Taszo, your friend, lying wounded, agony and pain Spren crawling up from the stones beneath him, a dagger sticking out of his side. 2 people argue, one of them golden-skinned with a green tattoo over his face, holding a shard blade, looking like a spike, looking like a sharp spike. I don't know how else to explain that. Sharp spike should be eloquent enough for you. Speaking with a young woman. In fact, we can do that dialogue again. As you approach, pushing through the high storm, you see a tall, statuesque, golden-skinned Iriali man standing calmly in the storm, his long green robes whipping in the wind. In his hands, held almost tenderly, is a long, spike-shaped shard blade. Beside him, a Reshi woman looks upset. Her straight, jet-black hair frames her round face, and her brown cloak matches the muted brown of the surrounding hills. A third figure, an Alethi man with a shaved head, stands armed with a sword. The same green glyph adorns all 3 of their faces. At their feet lies Taszo. He groans and clutches his side, from which a dagger protrudes, and blood mixes with the driving rain. Next to Taszo, a small stone gently bumps into his leg. We need to keep moving. The golden-skinned man's eyes flash with a brilliant green, and eerily his head immediately snaps in your direction. Veth, there's more. Deal with them. And we are going into combat as the 2 walk into the storm, heading to the north and to the east. The bold Alethi man with the sword approaches you, sparring your way between the 2 people fleeing, as well as Taszo, who is clutching and wounded. Looking at our battle map, we're going to start with who would like to take a fast turn. Anyone like to go fast, or are you all wanting to go slow this time?
Son will go fast.
Okay, Son, do you want to take us away?
I needed to unpause.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're
Son is
professionals
going
here.
to begin with, just read this real quick. He needs to draw out his long spear, so we'll take that out for his first action. Draw it out,
Okay.
and then he'll brace. He'll just brace.
All
No
right.
actions left. That's it.
Draw weapon and brace. Anyone else would like to take a fast turn? Okay. Veth, seizing the initiative, is going to act. He is going to first... Ooh, he's got a couple options, actually. Veth is going to spot a weakness in your defense, son. Being the closest to him, he charges forward. And as part of this advance, he is going to make a perception test against your spiritual defense. Okay. Does an 11 meet or beat your spiritual defense?
No, it does not.
All right. So nothing happens yet. As his second action, he is going to strike at you with his side sword. But because you've got a spear and you've braced, this is going to come in at disadvantage.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Starting well. He swings, but you manage to keep him at bay with your defensive posturing. And that is all he does for now. Going to slow turns. Who would like to go first?
Talanor would like to go.
I should mention, sorry, just prior to your turn starting, he is going to try and see through your defenses, Talanor. Seeing that side sword that you're yet to draw, he thinks you're somewhat of a threat, and he's going to make an insight test against you, which I highly doubt will beat your spiritual defense. So he does nothing
Yeah.
further. It is now your slow turns. Who would like to go first?
Would you guys be okay if I went first on my slow turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
more than.
Go for it.
Okay. Talanor is going to move 10 feet with his first action.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use his second action to enter Vigilant Stance.
Okay.
It says animation requires a target. That's weird. And now that I'm in Vigilant Stance, I have one action left. I'm not going to brace just yet with my... yeah, I'll quick draw my longsword, and then I'll use my last action to draw my shield, which is a dueling cloak.
Okay.
And that will be the end of Talanor's turn as he takes up defensive positions with his cousin.
All right. So next we have between Storm and Faz. Who would like to go next?
I'm happy to.
All right. What are you doing?
So Faz is immediately going to run over into this corner over here.
Mhm.
He's going to quick draw his sling and just sling a big old rock at this guy's noggin.
Okay. All right. 14 will hit as he takes. You're aiming for the big old shiny noggin. What do you got against
here.
bald people, man?
Awful. Oh, just
on.
grow some already. Oh,
It's such a shiny target.
Okay. And he takes he takes a hit. Blood starts trickling down his face before a gust of wind blows it away. And then any other actions? Was that 3?
That's 3. Yep, I'm done.
Storm taking up the last of the initiative. What are you doing? Ooh, making a break for it. Talk us through what you're thinking, Storm.
Storm is going to use 2 actions to move up by Taszo and try and stabilize them.
Was that the exact movement you wanted to do?
Not the exact.
Okay, I'm gonna get you to map that out for me properly. Tell me how you want to do that. You can't hear Storm. Talk again, Grogrin.
Talk.
You should be able to hear him. He wasn't speaking for a short bit there, early down under. He was pondering.
Ponder.
Okay, map out the direction you want to go. Move your character as you would. We can't hear anything from him.
Oh.
Odd.
Can you hear the other characters?
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Can you hear me clearly? I'm not using push to talk.
You only heard Ip Man.
Yeah, my beautiful voice can always be heard.
All right, try again.
Testing, testing. This is stream scuff. There is always stream scuff.
Norn, Twitch, Spren.
All right, it's working now.
There we go.
All I did was deactivate and reactivated you, so I don't know what Twitch is doing. Okay, so exactly, map out where you wanted to go because you went a rather dangerous way the first time. In that direction. So 2 actions to move, and then what's your third action?
Storm wishes to stabilize Taszo here.
Okay,
To make
so
sure
you're
that
gonna
he doesn't die at the very least.
you're going to attempt a medicine check.
Yes.
I am just. Why is that not in your action list?
Because it's a skill check, I believe.
Yes, it's a
Oh.
skill check.
It is a skill check, yes. Roll for me your medicine. Okay. You look at the wound. There is a dagger protruding from his side, and it looks like it's going into center torso. There is a lot of blood coming out, and he is losing a lot of color. You're not able to stabilize him with that result. In fact, you're a little bit hesitant to action or to do anything with that wound. It is a DC 15 for a medicine test. Looking at it, you're not too sure whether it's better to keep the dagger in or to pull it out, but it looks very bad. You might need someone here soon. This is out of your skills to do anything with right now. But it's not a flesh wound. It's a bad wound.
Does Storm still have his surgical tools on him? He might be able to try
Yes,
again.
he does.
Next.
You can try, but with that check, you don't have the knowledge on what would be the best thing to do. But you do have those tools. Okay, going to the end of the first round. It is Veth's turn. And he is going to free action. Looking at the man who had held a spear out to him, he's going to try and get a gauge of your movements. He's making an insight test against your spiritual defense, which succeeds. So, until a minute has passed or he chooses another target, you cannot gain advantage against him, as he's mapped your movements. He's zoned in on how you fight. Second action, he is going to take a swing at, recognizing that the swordsman next to him has entered a sword stance. He's actually going to have a swing at Talanor.
I will use a reaction to dodge, and with vigilant stance, it will be free to do.
Oh, beautiful. It doesn't cost you the focus, but it expends your 1 reaction. So he is attacking you with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit.
Yeah, 6 does not hit.
No, it does not. He is then going to look around, look at the two of you, and he starts to move. He is going to advance towards... Ooh, how many feet? Okay. He is going to charge towards... I'm actually going to roll a dice for this because this is quite pivotal. We're going to flip a coin. We're going to roll the dice. A 1-2 is going to be Storm. A 3-4 is Faz. 1-2 is Storm. As he uses exploit advantage, he will not be provoking attacks of opportunity with this. However, he doesn't manage to succeed on his perception test against your spiritual defense, so he's not going to gain advantage against you the next time he would swing. And that is not his end of his turn. He is going to burn 1 focus to use one of his boss features to gain an additional attack. So he's going to now swing at Storm with his side sword. Which will hit... Oh, sorry. I should have prefaced. Did Storm want to use his reaction to take the dodge action?
Yes, very much so.
Very much so. We are going to roll that with disadvantage. Now, does a 14 meet or beat your physical defense?
It meets.
Meets
Just.
means it will hit as he slashes you across the back with his side sword as you're tending towards Taszo. You don't see it coming. He comes straight for you. You take 6 damage as he hits you across the back. End of that round. I now have to roll another d4. Aha. Because you guys are fighting in a high storm. I'm not sure if you remember that. You're fighting in a high storm. Lightning flashes dangerously close, clashing to the ground. I need everybody to make a discipline test. And that does include... That doesn't... Yeah, Thunderstruck, it's happened. That does include Veth here.
Do we raise the stakes at all?
Not for this one, no. Roll for me a
Gotcha.
discipline test.
Come on, Talanor. This is what you're good at.
Bad rolls all round.
Okay. So, anyone who didn't beat, and let's have a look at these numbers, 7, 9, 7, 12, 7. Dr. Fazir is the only one unaffected by this. Everyone is going to be under the effects of the disoriented condition until the end of your next turn. The lightning flashes. It's like a flashbang has gone off in a fantasy world. It's you're seeing stars. It's made you lose track of where you currently are and where he's gone. If we have a look at the disoriented effect, dun, 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 which is in Chapter 9 Adventuring, Part 6, Disoriented. While disoriented, your senses are disrupted, making most tasks difficult. You can't use reactions. Your senses always count as obscured, and perception tests gain a disadvantage. So no reactions. Your senses are obscured. I was looking for what senses being obscured mean. I think... I'll edit this out post.
If you taste him, you roll with disadvantage.
If you're whatted?
If you taste him, you go up and lick.
Oh, yeah.
Disadvantage on that.
I think it's you roll with advantage unless you go and lick him.
This lightning cracks down, by the way, and Dr. Faz just kind of like jumps off the rock with a...
You can't get me with that. Senses obscured. We're still learning this. Kind of want the plot die here. We could add the plot die. All right. The character cannot use... We already know that. Applies to all senses. You know what? We're just going to say it's can't use reactions, and you'll have disadvantage in all perception-based skills. If you're within your sense range of an opponent, you can attack them without disadvantage. If you're outside of your sense range, you will have disadvantage. So those of you trying to attack with reach, with ranged weapons, you'll notice you've got sense on your character sheet. So I think with a awareness of 3, you'll have 20 foot worth of sense. So long as you're within your sense range, you won't have disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. Going to the top of the second round. Who would like to take fast actions?
Sun will be taking another fast turn.
I'll go slow.
Okay, let me just reset everybody. Sun, take us away. What are you doing?
Sun's going to make a movement. I need 3 actions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can obscure people's senses with conditions.
Well, he's still braced, so just in case, he's just going to have to go slow turn so I can do what he needs to do for this round. Now his spear does have has 5 foot reach, so he can move 20 and still attack.
Okay.
So slow turn. Sorry.
All right, so you're going to slow turn instead. Anyone taking a fast turn? Storm, you're taking a fast turn? What are you doing?
Storm is taking a fast turn because he needs to recover desperately.
Oh, yes. I was about to drink
And-
out of my French press instead of my coffee cup. Okay. So Storm is taking a fast turn. 2 actions to take the recover action. Roll them die. Ah, he has used the backpack action.
That was not right.
Storm climbs into his backpack. All right, you can assign your 2 to health or focus.
You know what? I'll take a fast turn.
Yep, you can choose just until we swap over to NPCs. What are you doing there, Talanor?
Talanor is going to be rushing over here to Vest, and I will make a single attack action against him to try and
Target
get
him,
him
roll
off
to hit.
Storm's back. Target, and then roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ow.
Okay, now you could graze him for 2 if you want to burn a focus. 7's not going to do it.
I've only got 1 focus left. I'll probably save that focus for later. So Talanor rushes in, wiping the rain and daze out of his eyes, and goes for a wild strike at this man.
Okay. I think you definitely got his attention. Anyone else want to take a fast turn before we go to the next stage? All right. Fast turns for NPCs. Taszo, as you're leaning over him and bleeding, getting struck from behind, he'll look up at you with a tear running down his face. My friend, you should not worry about me. Fight! And then Veth himself, feeling the opponent coming and approaching him, he's going to... You've kind of pinned him so he can't get to the back line again. What he's going to do is he's going to take a strike at you. Now, just remember, oh, hold on a second. You're no longer disoriented because you have ended your turn. Same with Storm. The 2 of you are no longer disoriented because it is lasting until the end of your next turn. Yeah, he's gonna swipe at Talanor with his side sword.
I will dodge.
You're gonna take the dodge action, giving him disadvantage, which is coming in at a hot, juicy 6. Now, does 6 hit your physical defense?
No, it does not, sadly.
Okay. He is then out of... He's going to... How many feet? It'd be 5... 25. No. It'd be 5... 20. Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to run past you. Now, remember, you've used your reactions, so you would not be able to take a reactive strike against him, as he is attempting to exploit an advantage against Sun, rolling a perception test. Okay. Does that beat your spiritual defense?
Sure does.
He is going to burn 1 more of his focus to give him an additional action, which he can use for a strike, and he is going to swing his sword at you with advantage. As you
Just
have not
cancel.
taken...
Brace is still in effect.
Brace is still in effect because you took a slow turn, which makes this a regular roll with not disadvantage because the advantage will cross off the. Oh, hold on a sec. I've got advantage. I want to use that on his to hit. Would you like to use the disadvantage to his to hit or to his damage die?
To his damage.
You'll disadvantage his damage. Excellent. So I think I can do that here. No, I don't think so. That's okay.
Did Storm get a reaction strike?
No, I didn't.
Storm could not. This is with
I
advantage,
was
so let me just
within
roll again.
reach.
Whoops.
He was within reach, wasn't
He was
Yes, I
within
was.
reach. However, Talanor used. Oh, Storm! You've got your sling out.
Yeah.
Have you got?
I have sling and dagger out.
You've got your
because
dagger out.
can
Would you
be
like to use your
offhanded.
reaction to swipe it in?
Yes.
Okay,
I will
roll to hit.
use a focus to
Yeah, so you can burn one
an
focus
action
to
and
reaction.
strike at him.
Okay. That'll definitely hit him as you chunk into him for another juicy bit of damage. Good call there. I was in my head. I picture Storm leaning over Taszo. He's been slashed in the back and he is wounded. There's no facing in RPG in Cosmere RPG, so you can definitely make a reactive strike. You see him starting to leave. Taszo told you to fight, and you've just turned around out of instinct, sensing the movement, and you've slashed him in the back of the calf as he started to run away, almost hamstringing him. I am going to roll his damage again.
Yeah, I believe you can click on it the same way you do.
Actually, he doesn't need to. He rolled a 1 on his damage die, which makes it a 5 total. So I could roll again, but he can't possibly do less damage. So he will hit you for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. That's hold on. That's Storm's
That's
damage
Storm's.
die. What did I
Yes,
roll? I got an 8. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
definitely having to re-roll that. Let's just roll a 6. What does he get? Okay. He
Oh.
got one worse, so it'll be 7 points of damage.
I will fix that.
So edit your health manually for 7 points of damage.
Edited.
And now you do have a deflect value, so take 2 off that. So you'd be taking only 5
yeah.
points of damage because of your armor.
Forgot about deflect.
I like that in this, armor doesn't make it harder for you to hit. Armor prevents damage getting through. Your stats is what makes you harder or easier to hit in the different categories. Okay, that is his fast turn. Now we're going to slow turns. Who would like to take the lead?
I'm happy
Well, Doc, did you want to go first, or do you would like Sun to go first?
Actually, yeah, Sun.
Please,
Yeah,
boys,
Sun
there's
should
no
go
need to
first.
fight
Sun-
over me.
Sun-
Just pick.
Sun should go first. Sun should go first.
All right. So that's changed up what Sun's going to do. Sun's going to start with. See, can't gain.
Yes, you still cannot gain advantage against him.
Yep, that's what I was checking. All right, so Sun is going to start with just a basic attack against him, using just pirouetting his spear about and slicing down, see if he can get a hit in. Targeted, yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Arnold.
14's going to hit him. As, where are you aiming for? What are you stabbing at?
He's slicing down, so it's coming down over top slice. So it's coming down towards his face and chest region there.
It's the bald
Okay.
head. It's a clear target.
Stop aiming for the bald head, guys. Okay. It chunks into him pretty hard. You can see his health. You can see you're whittling him down, but you're also getting quite low yourselves.
Alrighty.
Anything else there, Son?
He's going to point to his cousin. and call out, "Cousin, he's vulnerable. Come, make a good strike." And he's going to use Decisive Command on Talanor.
Okay.
Thank you.
So decisive command. Spend 1 focus. Give an ally within 20 feet a 1d4 command die. They can add it to 1 die on their roll. Now, it's a good thing that Talanor is not disoriented still, because I would actually have made him roll a perception check to see if he could hear you over the storm and over the disoriented effects. Beautiful. Okay.
Then
As you're
it's
not
his
disoriented.
last action is a brace.
This brace, man. This brace. I love and I hate it.
Wait till I get enough actions to actually brace and dodge at the same time. Double
Okay.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
And you could apply that to both damage and attack if that was the case. All right. Take us away. Who's next?
What terrain are you bracing behind?
His
He doesn't
spear
need
has
terrain.
Here you go for it.
Sun has expertise in his long spear, which allows him to use a spear as a defensive weapon, so deflecting blows out of the way. And that's how he braces.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've got a
And I have
shield,
a shield.
or if you've got certain weapons can you can brace behind them to fight defensively.
Okay. Faz is gonna just make his way up towards this rock, just kind of like shielding himself out of the rain and the wind and everything.
Okay.
And he's gonna lob another big old rock at this guy's bonce.
Okay, roll to hit.
And he whips that shit over there.
Okay.
That's not
It's going to miss him. However, he's going to burn 1 more focus as he intuitively redirects the rock coming towards him. He manages to, in the back and forth with the fight with Sun, he's leant back, baiting Sun to come forward. That strike instead is going to hit Sun. So, Sun, can you please take the 4 damage from the sling?
Yep, grazed down the 2 from his armor.
Yep. It does graze down to 2.
If I do
Every little bit counts.
If I do graze now,
So
would that do graze against Sun or against the dude?
it wouldn't be able to graze against Veth, because the way intuitive redirect works is before it misses him, before the damage die is calculated, he will instead redirect it to hit another target that is within 5-foot reach of him. So it turns into a hit against an enemy or a target within 5 foot. So it is hitting through for 4 damage. And if you were to try and graze, which you couldn't, it would still be against Sun because it's redirected before the damage stage.
Is the graze like an addition to the 4? Or
No, so the way graze works is if you miss an attack, you can spend a focus to graze instead, and it deals the damage that was rolled on the dice minus the modifier. So that damage, the 4, is 2 from the dice roll that you rolled, and then 2 from your speed modifier.
So I can graze and drop Sun's damage down to 0.
No. That's if you were to miss a target. Instead of doing no damage, you could graze for instead of doing no damage, you could graze to do 2 damage. So it's hit him, which means it's doing 4. It doesn't graze is only if you miss the target, but you've actually hit Sun because of the ability that was used by the boss.
I got you. Yep.
It's all good. It didn't do too much. He's a big Unkalaki. It kind of just bounced off his chest, and he's like, "Why you throw piddly rock at me?"
And then the next thing I'll do is I'll also throw my knife at him.
Okay, you're going to throw a knife at him too. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
So, you may
Actually,
need to move 5 feet closer, or you'll have disadvantage on the attack. In fact, you have disadvantage on the attack regardless, because he's outside of your sense range, and you're still disoriented until you make it.
I beat the disadvantage.
Yeah, he was the only one who succeeded.
Oh, you're the only one that succeeded. I will get rid of that. That is
yeah, I don't want to move there either.
That is an excellent point.
Oh, Fez has disappeared.
Huh? Oh,
He
he's
got
gone?
buried under some rubble. Don't worry about it. Oh,
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Who is he back? He's back. He's back.
I'm gone. I'm getting
it's not.
packet loss. Oh no.
And you're back.
A little bit of stream scuff.
Yeah, now I'll still throw the knife at him, even though I've got disadvantage.
Yep. Yeah, throw that knife.
So I have to roll with disadvantage.
Because he's outside of the minimum range. If you wanted to use an action to move 5 foot closer, it wouldn't be with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
No, I had a look. I need the movement for my next turn, so that's fine.
That's fair.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's not good.
It misses. Now you could spend a focus to do 1 damage to graze him.
Nah.
That's not. You save that for something good. All right. Was that your last action,
Yeah,
Dr.
that was it.
Fazir
That-
Ilian
that
Bonder
was it.
III? So, Storm, you acted fast. Talanor, have you taken your slow turn yet?
I acted fast.
You acted
remember.
fast as well, correct. That means everyone is done. Sun, have you done yours? You did yours, yeah?
Yep. Sun had a slow.
I should really pull the combat tracker up. All right, everyone is done, which means it goes to slow turns, and it is Veth's turn to go slow, and he is going to charge towards... He's going to exploit advantage, charging towards the old man that... That's not Sun. This is on Sun. He charges towards Faz, rolling a
Rapid strike.
perception test against your spiritual defense.
Is he still immune to attack opportunities?
With this skill, he does. In fact, I can put that in chat for you. You can expand on exploit advantage. Veth moves up to his movement rate. If he moves at least 10 foot and ends his turn within 5 feet of an enemy he hasn't attacked this round, this movement doesn't trigger reactive strikes. And then he also gets to make a perception test, which he succeeded. So on a success, he gains advantage on the next attack against his target. He's swinging at you, Faz. Do you want to burn a focus and a reaction to take the dodge action?
Yeah, I will.
Now, would you like to assign that to his attack chance to hit or to his damage roll?
To his chance to hit.
To his chance to hit, giving him disadvantage as he rolls in to hit. Oof. Lucky 11. I don't think 11's going to meet or beat your physical defense, does it?
No, it doesn't. No.
Hold on. He succeeded. He succeeded, which means your disadvantage makes it a regular roll. The dice number on the left is the first roll. He would have rolled with regular with a regular roll, not disadvantage or advantage. So 20 will actually hit you. So he does. He I shouldn't have rolled with disadvantage. He had advantage. You brought it down to a regular with your disadvantage from your dodge.
Average out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the first number is always the first roll. 20 will hit as he slices into you for 4 points of damage.
Down to 6. Yep.
And then he is going to change targets, actually. He's going to look over his shoulder towards Talanor. And he is going to use his insightful defense against you, which fails. So, Sun, you now can gain advantage against him again. And he failed against Talanor, so none of you will have the effect of insightful defense. That is his turn, as he is barring down on your surgeon. End of the round. Let me just roll my juicy little storm. Same thing again. Thunder cracks down. Thunder cracks across. Thunder booms across the sky. Lightning cracks down. The sound and the flash of light blinds people. Can everyone make for me a discipline test to try and steel yourself against it? Oh, we're getting some better rolls out.
No.
Well, we got a not a great roll.
Discipline roll. There we go.
Okay.
Let's go, cousin.
Sun and Talanor, you shrug it off. It got you once. It doesn't get you again. You hear the thunder. You brace yourself for the lightning. It cracks down. Bare feet behind you. You ignore it as it shadows behind you. You're illuminated behind it. Storm, Veth, and Dr. Fazar all failed. You are all disoriented. And Dr. Fazar, it actually blinds you to the point of tears. You lose your footing and you fall prone. So
Oof.
you are now prone, which ain't great. There it is, prone. There we go. You can put a little effect on you. You get a little man falling over. And you're also disoriented as well. Everyone who failed is disoriented. Fast turns. Who would like to go first?
Sun.
Okay.
Yeah, Talanor as well.
Seeing Faz's mishap with the thunder strike, do you mind if Sun goes before Talanor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Seeing his ally lose his footing and in a very vulnerable state, he's going to use Valiant Intervention.
What is that?
So I'll put it up in there. He spends a focus to move up to 10 feet, then make an athletics test against a spiritual defense of an enemy. On success, that enemy gains disadvantage on tests against allies until the end of the target's next turn. So that's all tests.
Wow. Oh, that is beautiful.
A target can resist this influence, so you can choose whether or not it continues. But if you do resist it, all tests that Sun makes against this enemy has advantage.
Now, is that resist as in the burn focus to resist, or is that I can just choose to ignore it?
You can just choose to ignore it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, resist influence is what we had happening in Bridge 9.
Yeah, so there's characters can burn focus to resist effects that would alter them in a conversational tone, like if you're trying to talk someone down. You've chucked it in chat. Let's have a quick read of that, shall we?
Yep. So unfortunately, it's not successful.
Spend one focus to move 10 feet.
Something's not right there.
Yeah, that should be a much higher.
That should be much higher.
And also, I'm actually going to say two things happen real quick. As you see him go down, you notice a couple of things. You hear a voice that seems to be coming from the Covenant Stone cliffs themselves that is more of a plea than anything else. Save him! And you're going to get the plot die to this roll, and we're going to also fix this real quick on your character sheet because you are getting bolstered by a drive that is pushing you forward. Because what's that modifier? It's supposed to be your athletics.
Yeah, so it's meant to be a plus 5.
It should be plus 5. And what is the DC against his spiritual defense?
It's that character spiritual defense.
Yep. Okay, let me fix it because Jamie and I were playing around with these a lot earlier today, trying to fix something. I can fix yours real quick. All I need to do is chuck here. Attribute will be strength. Just click it again, and then add the plot die.
It's not allowing me to add plot.
Oh, you can't add the plot die to that. In that case, just roll it normally with advantage. We'll save the plot die for later.
I can't even roll advantage.
Yeah, if you go into the chat, you can actually click plot die. It's right underneath your regular dice.
Just you can click this one in the chat. Just click the up arrow, and it'll re-roll it, and it'll be a plus 5 total, wouldn't it? Oh, never mind. You rolled worse. It makes
that's
it
gone to a plus 2.
Let's go on to a plus 2.
So it still hasn't changed anything.
I'll fix that in post. What we'll do is we'll just manually edit that. So your athletics should be a plus 5.
Yep.
So it would be A 10. 10 does not beat his spiritual defense.
We're
But-
going to add a plot dice to this one. We're still going to roll that plot die.
You know what? Yeah, manually roll that plot die. Hit us. Let's see what you get.
Oh, that's rough.
That's not rough. That's a complication.
That's a
That's
good-
that's an opportunity.
That's good.
Yep.
Opportunity.
So, how would you like to expend that opportunity? You've got 3 different options. You can either bolster an ally, giving them advantage. You can use it to recover 1 focus, or you can use it to influence the narrative.
I would like to influence the narrative.
Okay. I'm going to say, unless you've got something in mind, role play it out. What have you done to try and entice, to try and taunt this man?
So Son comes in like in his defensive nature, big and charging in with his spear, lines it up right at the Veth's head. It's like, you will not take my allies down. And he goes for a draw in. Now Veth this is more of a taunt than an actual attack itself,
Mhm.
and more of a so he's hoping to, in a way, to slip up Veth's how.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say that he's successfully been taunted by you. He's not going to attack anybody else until the start of your next turn, other than you.
You saw him grab that rock from behind himself, and you're exploiting this awareness. You're like, got the
Yeah.
spear ready to
Oh,
go.
what rock are you
still have-
talking about? The cliff wall?
No, when I whipped the rock at him before, and he
So
Oh,
Veth's-
yeah.
caught it in the midst
Son-
of battle.
Son still has 1 more action. I'm contemplating what he's going to do. I think he's going to try and feel with this bolstering. He's going to recover some health.
Okay.
Re-
Recover is a
Well,
2
that is
action.
2
skill.
Oh, I can't
actions.
do that. Never mind.
Wait, Valiant Intervention's only 1. Oh,
You
wait,
moved
Sun-
and then
Taking a
use
fast
Valiant.
turn.
Oh, no, you
Valiant
didn't.
Valiant has a movement with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you
Could
only
you-
use
So
1
you
action,
could
yeah?
attack.
It just
But he is-
struck the spear.
You are taking a fast turn, though.
Yes, so I have 1 action left.
If you
So he
can't
can't
recover, if you can't recover because the skill won't let you, it might be.
No.
a bit
It's
of
not
a
because
buggy
it won't let
system.
him. It's because it's a 2 action skill, and he's only got 1 action.
Ah,
Yeah. So instead, he's just going to make a strike against Veth.
Okay, because you've got reach on that with expertise, don't you?
Yep.
Yep. Swing.
Expertise. It's just got reach by itself. Don't need expertise for that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not a. Yeah. Yep. Go for it. Roll to hit.
Bah.
Okay. You did successfully taunt him. He manages to duck out of the side as Faz falls to the ground. He's not sure. He might have thought that he dropped you with his last attack. As he sees you drop with the lightning, he turns towards you, Son. He is looking at you, hunger in his eyes to take you down. Who would like to take a fast turn? That is Sun gone.
Talanor
The sun is
would.
set. Talanor,
And
you're up.
Storm
Go.
would.
Sun's set.
That's what we say when you fall, when you get knocked unconscious.
Oh dear.
Talanor will spend 1 action to move forward behind this man.
Yep.
And with his brother's encouraging words, he will make an attack.
Did you want to
Not
add
brother, cousin.
D4? Did you want to add the D4 to the attack or to damage?
Do I have to decide before I roll or after?
Yes, you had
Yes.
to
Okay.
decide before.
I'm gonna say damage,
Okay.
and let me make sure I'm targeting. There we go. And roll. And then add the 1d6 as
1d6
Talanor
D4.
basically calls out after disciplining through that lightning strike. Stormfather, Spren of storms, guide me! As he swings his blade.
Okay. Roll a d4 additional for the damage from the Valiant intervention. Oh, no, that
Do
was
I roll
from-
that, or does
What was the
the
d4
Decisive
from?
command.
Decisive command. Decisive command. Add a d4. So you can
Do
click
I
to
roll
roll
that,
just
or
a
does-
d4 at the bottom of the text box in the chat. You can just click the dice and then roll in the bottom right. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
9 damage.
Jeez. So he's going to
As
take
Talanor-
Ukalaki
6
pride.
there, and then half that for 3. He takes 9 points of damage. Where are you aiming? Where are you swinging?
As Talanor rushes in that 10 feet, he his suit's already just muddy and nasty after falling in the mud before, and he hasn't had a chance to clean up. He just drops to his knees and slides in the creme as he basically goes in for a swipe, basically behind the knees, getting behind the armor plating
Oof.
before standing
Okay.
back up.
This guy's got pretty thick thighs, but you do cut into them. All right, 2 action done. Anyone else want to take a fast turn? Storm, I see you're up there. Go for it.
Question before I take my turn. Has a minute passed?
No. It's been 12 seconds.
And you can still get advantage on him because I believe he failed his check, if I remember correctly. Oh, wait.
He's talking about his hunt, quarry, his prey. A minute hasn't passed. Each round is, I think, 10 seconds in Cosmere. I'll have to double check that. I don't know if they went with the standard 6 seconds or if they went with 10 seconds.
He has used Insightful Defense twice.
He's used Insightful Defense. This is the 3rd round. So, you know what? I would say yes, because you saw him as you guys were approaching and you heard that exchange between the 2 that fled. It has now been a minute.
Very good.
Okay, what are you doing? And just remember, you do have... Yeah. I was going to say you're disoriented,
I'm
so...
disorientated, so I need to move at least 5 feet.
To be within
to
your
be
sense
able-
range.
See quarry, because it's free.
Yep.
And
rolling to hit. Oh!
Ooh.
Oof.
Yes. Very nice.
Rolling max damage. Well, regardless, it's a crit, so it's max damage. And because it was a natural 20, you gain an opportunity. How would you like to
which
expend
is
that?
immediately spent with the killing edge, giving it deadly. So it's an immediate injury.
Deadly and quick draw. Well, hold on a sec. You also have an advantage that you can add.
Yeah, deadly means he can spend that advantage
Oh.
to give an injury to the opponent.
These weapons gain the deadly and quick draw expertise. Okay. I need a roll on the injury table. We haven't done that yet, have we?
No, we
not
haven't.
at all.
So first of all, he is going to take full damage. And then secondly, there is a way to roll an injury, but it's a little different with NPCs. Let me quickly look it up. Yeah. I think the injury table's a D8, but let me just quickly pull it up. And we'll see what you've done to him. Because you've definitely done something to him. Where were you aiming with that stone?
Well, he's a big shiny head.
Yep. You got to stop aiming for bald people's heads. It's a little rude.
Hey, it's their fault for being bald. It's a perfect target.
It's due to
While
all
you're
the
looking-
rain and the storms and...
Mythus, while you're looking at that,
Yeah,
I
man.
would like to clarify that each round of combat takes 10 heartbeats.
Beautiful. And heartbeats can differ based on the pace of which your adrenaline is pumping. So we're going to
So-
say each round of combat is roughly 10 seconds. But, yeah. Okay. Injury, health and injuries. Why are you making me do work, man?
Got to learn somehow.
It's good it finally came up. Because once if one of you gets knocked to 0, it does actually make you roll onto the injury table. There's a lot of injury words. Come on.
Yep.
If anyone's got... Oh no, that's still in progression.
Probably 1 second.
Damage, injury, and death. Here we go. All right. Injuries. Your health represents yada yada yada. Armor, injuries, injury duration, injury effects. So, I'll let you roll the d8. Roll the d8 for me. Ooh. While you aimed for the head, you did manage to clock him in the back of the head. He's tried to turn to face you, and in doing so, his heel and foot got jammed inside of a rock. But in the speed at which he's turned, he's actually broken his leg, snapping at the shin. He is now slowed, and he will be so until he either kills all of you or he dies. So he is permanently slowed. Because I'm assuming he's not long for this world. All right, that was your 2 actions. Who would like to go? Anyone else taking a fast turn? Oof, you have broken his leg.
Knife here through my knife.
I mean, I would say you probably have a... Do you have a couple of knives, or did you throw your only knife?
I threw my only knife.
If you like, I will allow you to look to see if there's any rocks or weapons that you can pick up, or you can try punching him.
Nah, it's all good.
All
I'm
right.
still on the ground
Talanor-
anyway.
Does Talanor have a knife on his belt?
No. All Talanor has is a shield and a sword.
Okay, is anyone else taking a fast action? So far, we've had Sun, Ip Man. Why are you Ip Man? You should be your character.
The taunt is going to get Veth
don't
to move towards Sun, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's
Yes.
going to target Sun.
All right, cool.
That's better. Okay, if you're not taking a fast turn, he is then going to go. Are you leaving it there, there, Jamie?
Yeah, I'll be going slow.
All right. He is going to, as promised, step past Talanor to bear down on Sun. Targeting him, he is going to make... He can't do too much now, because that's actually about as far as he wants to move. He's limping. He's charging at you with his side sword, and he swings. You had a reaction. Did you want to burn that to give him disadvantage?
Me. I don't
Yeah.
have any focus left.
Ah.
Sun has no focus left.
True.
Did Talanor wish to make a reactor strike?
He's still within range.
That's right.
Actually, I want to check that, because...
I
It's
did just
only
read
if you
it.
move without.
A 12
I
does
did.
not hit Sun's physical defense either.
No, it does not hit your physical defense. I'm just double-checking reactive strike, because it might just be if they move within your range.
Yeah, when an enemy voluntarily leaves your reach.
Oh, leaves your reach. Yep.
Yeah.
Leaves the reach.
Okay. One action move, one action strike. That is his turn. We're going to slow turns. Who would like to go first? It's just Faz. What are you doing?
That's mine. So I'm running straight up.
Yep. So you spend half your
that's
movement
right,
in a
I do.
move action to stand up, I believe.
No, that means I can't. Yeah, so I can't get all the way to Thingo.
Well, it's only half your movement, so you could still probably get there.
Nah, 25 feet's my entire movement.
Yeah, so half of 25 would probably be like...
You do have
12.5.
three actions.
Yeah, you have
depending
3
on
actions.
what
Oh, so I
you
can
wanna do
move.
there.
I can move, and then heal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Yes,
move.
you can move.
I need to. Hold on. How do I can turn this off?
So the prone condition, as it reads here on our sheets, is while prone, you are lying on the flat ground. While prone, you are slowed, and melee attacks against you gain advantage. You can use the brace action without cover. You can stand up and end this condition as 0. After you do, your movement rate is reduced by 5 until the start of your next turn.
Ah.
If you become prone while climbing or flying, you fall and take fall damage, as per expected.
Yeah, you
That's
can
like-
use a free action and spend 5 feet of movement to stand up and end this condition. So
Oh, that's not bad.
you'll lose 5 foot if you wanted to stand up on your next move action.
No, that's fine. I'll take the 2 moves because I still need to go 25 feet
Yep.
total.
So you do your free action. You stand up and then it would be 20 and 25. You'll be able to get there with 2 move actions. You still do
Yeah,
need to take
it's-
2 move actions. But you're
It's
standing.
it's two no matter what. So why can't I move my character? Why is that not working?
You're on
Because
ruler.
you're on ruler, you need to change it to the little
Hold on.
token controller.
There we go. Got it.
Nope, still on ruler.
Right. This one.
No, it's the 4 squares next to the little person.
Yeah,
on the top.
no, I've clicked on it. It's not working.
Oh, are you? Oh, maybe
Oh,
it's
you
because
probably have measurement controls still selected.
no, I think it's
No.
because this rock here in front of him is blocking his movement. You see how it becomes a broken line? You have to move around.
Oh, son of a
So-
bitch. Okay, I mean that's fine anyway.
You've got enough
because-
movement to do it.
Yeah.
However, you would need to actually pass Veth to get there. So you can move through Talanor Square and you can go around because you'll have to come here first and then keep going. You can go past Talanor, but you have to get within reach of
But
Veth.
Veth is disoriented, so he can't make a reactive strike.
Yeah,
Veth
that's
is no
right.
longer disoriented because he's had a turn.
Oh,
Oops.
everyone's disappearing. Why are people
Tokens
disappearing?
vanished.
Hold on. What have I
Mine's
done?
vanished.
Why are you?
He's in stealth mode.
Oh, There you
Praise
go.
be to Stream
I
Scuff.
was trying to get I was trying to remove disoriented because he had his
10, 15,
turn,
20.
so he's lost disoriented.
25. All right, that's all right. I'm gonna.
You can risk it and just run past.
Screw it. I'm gonna hit him with my sling again.
I will allow, as part of the action instead, would you like to, if you want to give me an agility test, I'll let you jump over the rock in front of you and straight line top. It'll be part of the movement. Roll an agility test. If you manage to beat a DC, I'm going to set DC 12, you can move through there without having to veer around.
No, that's all
Actually-
right.
Yeah, what you got, Tal?
Actually,
Yep.
what he can do is he takes the free action to stand up. That costs 5 feet of his normal movement, but it doesn't take an action. He can then spend 1 action to disengage to move 5 feet without triggering a reactive strike. And then he can use the rest of his second action to move another 25 towards Taszo.
Hold on. Where's my
So he
disengage?
disengages to come here, and then he's 25 feet. I would
No,
say
disengage to move to where
you
Talanor
can't
is.
end
You
a
have to- you have to-
movement
Away
in
from
the same
Talanor.
square as another player, but I'll allow it. That's smart thinking. You can do that. So you'll be able to move with the disengage action getting up there in time.
When you
We'll say that you've got collectively 25 feet worth of movement, which would be 5 and then the 20. Good thinking. Disengage. I like it.
So I'm moving to where is it? To
You're basically moving to where Talanor is, and then straight up. And then straight up to the guy.
Wouldn't this, so that'd be 1 move to here, then disengage, and then the third action would be
The
running
disengage gives you 5 foot of movement, and you won't be provoking attacks of opportunity for this turn. So it'll be 5 foot with the disengage, and then the final 20 feet going north to Taszo. You can do that.
It says carefully step away from an enemy, so I'd be stepping in and then 5 away. Yeah, I can't use disengage yet. That's fine. I'm gonna hit him with the rock again.
Okay, hit him with a rock.
'Cause I'm in a.
It was smart thinking. It was a little bit of a grey line, but yeah, just swing a rock at him. He's almost down. You can run up there once he's dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Unless he
smack
kills
him
all
with
of you.
the rock. Nope, that didn't hit.
Would you like to spend a focus to graze?
Yeah, I'll graze that.
Okay.
Click through
So
this
you can
so
click
that
the
should go down
purple
to
-1
3.
to automatically apply it, or you can just manually do it
Yeah,
yourself.
that's right done.
And he is going
it's
to
3
take the
damage to
graze
him.
damage, which hurts him. Which hurts him bad.
And I'm actually gonna run up to Sun using my second action.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna field medicine him.
Oh damn. Okay. Spend the
Smart.
focus and roll your medicine check. This should now be rolling the same number.
Oh,
Sun,
that's me clutch.
check what your
Nice.
My son's.
Or
Oh.
your D8. Oh. So click the
Sorry,
D8
can we,
on the bottom
say
right.
again?
Oh, sorry, son. Roll a D8 using the dice controls in the bottom right of the chat box. Roll a D8. You succeeded your medicine test, which is
Yep.
DC 15. You're going to heal 6 points of damage, son.
God damn.
Yeah, that's juicy. 6
Yeah,
points of
that-
Dimaggio.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, that almost brings you up back to full. All right.
Yep.
First action sling, second action move, third action heal. We are now at the end of the slow turns. It is now Veth's turn to take his slow action. As true to his word, he is going to, and he can only do this once. He's going to target you first with his oopsie daisy, I killed his character sheet. Insightful defense. So he's going to roll an insight test against you,
Ooh, that's good.
which succeeds. You cannot, you can not gain advantage against him, and he is going to swing at you with his sword. It was almost a 19.
Yes.
Fez, you'll still do disorientated. Please remove it because your turn has ended.
It's okay. I got him.
That's it.
Boom.
Oh, yes,
He
you-
swings at you. He is now panicking. Blood and sweat trickling down his face as he lunges the spear at you. No, he's got a sword. As he lunges his sword at you. Yeah. He stabs it downwards, trying to get you in the thigh, trying to pin you down, and it goes straight into the sand. He's frozen there. That's all he's going to do on his turn, as you've really got him on the ropes. Now, I need to roll a little GM die.
For the storm.
Ooh.
Okay. We got a new effect.
Ooh, fancy.
The wind picks up, the rain hammering down at you. It is not just cold, it is icy cold. This rain bites into your skin. I need everybody to make a discipline test. Seeing if you can brace yourself against the biting cold of this
finally.
rain. Okay.
I'm right behind Sun, just absolutely taking. He's taking all the wind. I feel warm
Again.
and cozy. Yeah, again.
Storm.
Again.
Everyone's able to resolve and shake it off. You guys are in melee combat with this guy. The movement, the speed of it, you're able to fight back the cold. Storm, as you're trying to get a gaze on him, the icy wind and rain starts to affect you. It starts to affect your focus. You will gain disadvantage on all ranged attacks until the end of your next turn.
So I just roll normally.
Correct, because you have advantage. Exactly. It couldn't have happened to a better person. Top of the round, we are going to fast turns. Who would like to take a fast turn?
Son.
I would.
Okay, who wants to go
Stormwall.
first?
I have a plan for what I want to do, so if y'all are
Ju-
good with me going first.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
You go ahead, cousin.
I would like to use my first action to do a skill check to try and gain advantage.
Okay.
I would like to use discipline as Talanor is trying to steady himself in the storm to make a exacting strike to hopefully finish this man.
I see everyone has moved them up to fast turn.
Do you want me to raise the stakes on this, or
It's up to
Yeah,
you.
raise the stakes. Everyone on this turn is going to raise the stakes because it could end badly for you. Who knows?
Ooh, that's
No.
Okay.
Wow.
But this is just to gain advantage on my attack check. So
You gain advantage
Yeah.
on your attack check. Two things happen.
okay.
You were using discipline to gain advantage. You're steeling yourself. You're getting ready for your swing. Two things happen. Firstly, how would you like to expend your opportunity? You can
I've
regain
already
a
got-
focus. You can give an ally advantage on their next skill check that they make, or you can influence the narrative.
That's a bad one,
In-
isn't it?
In the event that I don't hit somehow, I would like to give this opportunity to Sun, as Talanor is essentially working in tandem with him right now. They're kind of in sync now as the storm sort of almost freezes. Time almost freezes as both of them go in for their strikes in the same 10 heartbeats.
Sun will have advantage on his next attack.
Oh.
I'm going to
say
say that he's spent his opportunity to give you advantage on your next test. However, secret dice from the Jamie.
Sorry, the 4 that he rolled, isn't that a bad one?
No.
Yes,
I
that
get
is
both,
why he's also got a bad thing happening.
Yes.
So for he rolled a natural 20, which gives him an
Oh.
advantage, gives him an opportunity, but he also got a complication on his dice, on the plot dice. So the complication, I'm going to say that
That's what it was. Okay.
while you're looking at him, Veth is on the brink of falling. You've sized him up. You're working in tandem. Dr. Fazir is right in his grasp as well, so close to getting dropped as he's trying to administer to Sun. And for a second, you know you've got your swordsmanship. That's something you've always been able to lean on and rely on. However, for a second, you start to question yourself in another way. You're going to lose one focus from that complication, making you lose one focus as your body is going through the motions, but your mind is getting distracted, whether it's from fear, if it's from doubt, whether it's from an insecurity. I'll leave that up to you. You lose a focus as while your body knows what it needs to do, your mind is not quite with it.
Gotcha.
Make
And
your
I'll
attack
my...
with advantage because you succeeded on your
Gotcha.
gain advantage skill test.
And let's see how I do.
Ooh. Okay.
As Talanor aims for the back of Veth's neck to try and stab through his neck. I don't know if that's enough to kill him.
For the final blow, Sun and Fazir, you just see a splatter of blood that gets taken by the wind as a sword tip protrudes from the neck under the chin of this combatant and disappears a second later. The body freezes as if it's about to swing down at Dr. Fazir, and then nothing. Eyes roll back, and he collapses dead on the ground. You have felled the mighty Veth. The storm is still blowing outside. It is going hard. What do you want to do?
I'm going to immediately run up to this dude and try and heal him.
Okay.
Storm will drop off drop his surgical supplies for faster use.
You drop them, and as they leave your hand, a gust of wind from the high storm picks up, and they fly off to the west.
Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. No, I'm kidding. I will say, Dr. Fazir, it is conditions you've never done. You've never performed any kind of medicine in a high storm. You've never been out, well, you might have been out in a high storm, but you've never had to do something like this before.
I'll say I'm not. I'll say I'm not trying to like heal him at the moment. I want to just observe what I'm looking at, and so I can make a better call.
What is everybody else doing in this split second? Dr. Fazir has run up to Taszo. What is everybody else doing? State your intentions, and then we will go from there.
Sun doesn't mean any offense and to disrupt the doctor's work, but Sun is basically going to be picking up Taszo into his arms and getting him to shelter to safety so they can properly attend his wounds.
Yep.
He can't be saved or protected while he's here.
Okay. Is it safe to say everyone's running up to Taszo at this stage?
Pretty much,
Not
yeah.
Talanor, actually.
Okay. What is Talanor doing?
Talanor didn't have much time to really think after killing the first man back at the caravan as we sort of rush to and from places. But now in this kind of moment of not calm, but as the storm is kind of raging down, and he just kind of looks down at the man's body. Talanor kind of drops to his knees, just hands kind of shaking as he just kind of gets sick and just vomits as he's finally realizing he just took a life.
Okay. This is lost to everybody else because the storm is bearing down. Everyone is looking at Taszo, and we are going to... Have I got... I should have had the rain effect going this whole time. I love the rain
Yes.
effect.
Yeah.
Just pretend.
As long as it's not too intense.
Theater of the mind. We'll pretend that it's raining. It is raining. It is bellowing down.
Fix it in post.
As you're approaching him, I'll allow you to roll a medicine check to inspect him as you're approaching. As the three of you approach, you don't see Talanor, who is on his knees retching, almost bracing up against the rock behind him so the wind doesn't hit him. Thankfully for you, you're not getting any vomit anywhere because it's getting blown away faster than anyone can catch whiff of it.
10.
Okay.
Oh, it's 16. 16.
Plus your 6. All right, we're going to get into that in just a second. If we just pause for edit. I shouldn't have closed this, but I did. All right. So, you approach Taszo. He's clutching his side and he looks at you. And as you go up towards him, he looks at the three of you and says, I saw it. The honor blade. The assassins are led by that golden-skinned man. They were too powerful. The storm meant nothing to them. He coughs, and blood flecks his lips before he continues. Vizier, you're looking at him. You instantly can tell in the angle and the depth of that blade and the wound and the blood that's coming out, it's not just blood, it's also other bodily fluids, darker bodily fluids. You can tell that this has gone and hit deeper and worse than what you have the skills or the ability and the facility and time to do anything about. Just from glancing at it, you've seen like wounds like this before. It is usually a slow and painful death, and there's not much that you're going to be able to do other than potentially ease his pain as he passes. The blade was my mission, he continues. Please, you must finish it. You must unite Talon's honor blade with the others in Shinovar. Go to the war camps. My stone shaman brothers have hired a powerful ally. Her name is Liz. Find her. She will know what to do. Taszo pushes himself up, then falls back against the ground, his breath rattling in his ribs. He forces the next words out. The shamanate will reward you. This I swear. You are Stonewalkers, but you may be all that stands between this world and the next desolation. In that instance, whether you're frozen in fear or shock, but he starts to panic and looks around. Have you seen my stone spirit? And he looks pleading, feeling with his left hand as his right holds the wound around him. It's not hard to see. You can see there's a small rock that's bashing up against the stone and his body below his legs. Has anyone seen my stone spirit?
Son will reach down, grab the rock that's not grab, but offer a hand to the rock that's like moving, and try and hand it to Taszo.
He'll take it with his left hand. His left hand, which is in a cast. He holds out his hand, palm upwards. He's got enough movement in it that he can grab it. And then he takes his hand away from the wound and holds your hand with it, blood dripping down, getting caught up in the wind, holding your hand there for a second. Swear on this stone. He clenches his fist around the rock, then reveals it and opens his hand up. With his remaining strength, he then offers it back to you. Swear on this stone you will carry out my mission.
Yeah, Son will look him directly in the eyes. He's like, before the light fades away, and it says, I, Kunamana Kai Luna Tokyo, vow I will take up your mission.
As the words leave you, they seem to echo off the cliff wall of the Covenant stones to your side. You then hear a woman's heartbroken voice whisper like gravel, seemingly spoken from the very cliffs itself. This oath you will not break. Taszo looks up at the three of you. You, my beautiful friends, how lucky I am to have found you. He pulls at his collar, ensuring his face is clear as he points his head up towards the sky. I do not hide my face from the gods. I do not die in shame. My quest is given, and I die among friends. He smiles as his eyes close and his body slackens. Life passing from Taszo. You're left there, looking at the corpse. The wind is still picking up. The storm wall is passing. It will get better, but for now it is still rough. There's still lightning strikes hitting the ground, the wind, the ice. Looking around, it instantly hits you. You need to find somewhere to seek cover. You can seek cover against the rock face itself. While it might not be comfortable, you could probably ride it out. You've rode out the worst of it so far. What do you do? How do you react? And then how do you seek safety? This stone in your hands thrums slightly, Son, and then goes still. It just looks like a very rough rock, about the size of a normal person's fist, maybe a little bit smaller. To you, it feels much smaller with quite big hands. It goes still.
He'll just keep hold of the rock in his hand at this stage, just holding it. It's a very venerable thing. He wishes to. Oh. How familiar are we Shin culture? Should we be moving the body or should we be leaving the body there? I'm not sure.
As you're pondering that, I kind of lean down on him, and as his light's gone out, I've pulled the blade out from his side, and I'm sort of inspecting the blade and the fluids around him and the injury, and I kind of look back at the rest of the group. They knew what they were doing. He was not ever going to survive this.
Thunder cracks in the
Will
distance.
Lift up Tazo's body and carry him away from the stone and try and find a spot of dirt to lay him in.
You're trying to lay him out on the ground, or where are you placing him?
Out on the ground, away
Okay.
from stone.
I mean, the ground is made of stone. There's not too much. He's walking on stone, but I like the sentiment. The Shin are very reverent around stone, but making sure you place him somewhere that's a little bit more rocky, not like so much exposed stone as the cliff walls itself. The wind at this stage and at that low altitude, it's not enough to pick him up. His clothes rustle in the breeze. And You seek shelter against the stone and you ride it out. Talanor, have you recovered? What's going through your mind? Have you come back to us?
Talanor, as they all did that, he's still kind of going through that slight bit of panic, realization, all that kind of stuff, before eventually he'll slowly and shakily resheath his sword and stumble away from the body to curl up against the protection of the wall, just quiet and contemplative to himself, as again, this is the first time he has ever taken a life, and finally realized that he has blood on his hands now.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys ride out that storm. You brace up against the cliffs. An hour passes. It's hard to speak in a high storm. You can communicate if you wanted to, but as the storm starts to go down, it's still windy, it's still rain. An hour or more pass, and it's safe to start traveling again. What do you do? You've got two bodies still lying on the ground in front of you. One of them, an odd male with
We've lost him.
green painted a side sword that's dropped and is still on the ground next to him. The clothing is more robe than armor. Poor Taszo. If you wanted to do anything with the body, he's also got a side sword with him as well. If you wanted to give that a good home or leave it with him, or
Sun's going to insist that the sword stays with him. Like, that is his resting pay. That is his resting weapon. He will stay with his resting weapon.
Yeah. Storm, you'd know that it would be tradition, and this is tradition through a lot of Alethkar, through a lot of both Vorin, non-Vorin, due to the fact that there's not soil in Roshar except for Shinovar, which most of you wouldn't know. People don't bury their dead; they cremate their dead. And it would be fitting, Storm, for both being a stone shaman and also, I guess, in Vorin religion, to cremate him. If you wanted to bring him back, you figure you could probably get that done with maybe some assistance from the people at camp. Maybe someone at the caravan can help gather some resources to get it done. Okay. You make your way back. That dagger, what did you do with that dagger, Faz?
I've kept it on me. I've kind of like sheathed it away. I haven't cleaned it or anything yet, so it's still got whatever is on it. Yeah, it's just tucked away on me.
Blood and guts.
Well, I mean, there might be something else on it. I don't know. It seemed kind of ritualistic. It seemed like maybe they might have done something to the knife beforehand. So,
well, looking at the dagger, as the storm settles, you might pull it out and inspect it properly for the first time. I'll show this to everybody. This is what the dagger looks like. The dagger is... Did that come up for everybody?
no.
No.
It didn't. Show players. Here we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
looks like a spearhead.
It is. The dagger looks to be, or once had been, a spearhead made into a dagger. It has the same glyph etched into it. With this is the same one that's been on the faces of all of the bandits. And as you're looking over that, I imagine you guys are all huddled up against the rock face before you guys saw the rest of the storm run down. Blood, rain, guts dripping from the blade. As the wind and the rain pelt down, it starts to wash some of that blood away, revealing the glyph a little bit more. And staring at that dagger, the world seems to freeze for a second, and the camera pans, if you would, towards Storm, whose eyes are locked on the knife. stained with Taszo's blood. Storm huddles up against that cliff wall, frozen, and unbidden, it seems to draw a memory from him. We fade to black. The screen lights back up. Wind howls, slamming brine and mist against wood. A storm similar to what is happening now. Shutters rattle. These are the shutters of a commander's quarters as they buckle and rattle under the pressure of the storm outside. It's not the storm that Storm was named for, but the rain remembers. Few live at the seawall. This damp, isolated land, too close to stone and too far from the farmers. Driftwood shacks, worn cloth banners, smoke rising from peat fires. Children train with slings and swords under ever-grey skies. Tonight, a single lantern sways. Shadows move like ghosts along the walls. Nalma Sun Lorm sits at a carved table, lamb meat steaming before him, rich, seasoned, plentiful. He tears off a bite, grease and broth staining his beard, dripping down his chin and covering his uncalloused fingers. He does not notice. Or perhaps he does, and he does not care. He has never cared. His table was always full. The children's bowls were always empty. Storm has heard their cries at night and felt his own hunger, his own stomach clench in hunger. Storm watched and wondered and questioned. Why should one who leads not care for those who follow? Nalma Sun Lorm, without even looking up, speaks, casual, commanding. You interfered today. No accusation, just a statement. A single raindrop falling on still water. Storm's posture stiffens. At 16, he is a man and must act as a man. He straightens his threadbare robes, patched 1,000 times from 1,000 failures. But this was not one of them.
I did what I must. They would have died. You were not there. You did not see.
You act outside your station. You will not make that same mistake again. You have no authority, and you never will. You cannot possibly know the reasons I have made these decisions. The smell of spices mixed with the salt in the air. Storm steps forward, almost against his will.
Why?
That is none of your concern.
How?
How what?
How can you look at us and feel nothing?
The lantern flickers. The storm outside pushes against the shutters, as though demanding to be let in. Nalma Sun Lorm pauses mid-chew. His eyes flick up. For a heartbeat, something like amusement glints there, sharp and cold. Because you are meant to endure, and I am meant to benefit. He says it simply, as though it's the most natural thing in the world. Storm's breath catches, not in rage, in understanding. The dining knife resting beside Nalma Sun Lorm's plate, a practical thing, the kind used every day to carve meat. Slice fiber, sharpen reeds. Storm reaches, not suddenly, not violently, as though he is simply following another answer to its end. He lifts the knife. Nalma Sun Lorm doesn't stop him, doesn't move. He simply watches, still chewing, still swallowing, as if Storm is a child picking up a tool he does not know how to use. You will learn your place. The lantern sways. Its flame stretches. The sound of the storm grows louder, and we fade. When the others found them, the commander lay still, Storm sat beside him, hands resting in his lap, expression distant. He whispered, almost apologetic.
I wanted to know why.
Even the shamans could not call it cruelty. But it was a line crossed all the same. Curiosity without guidance is a high storm with no shelter. So they placed a small smooth stone in Storm's hands. Not as punishment, but as a bond. The stone shaman looked down at Storm. From this moment, you will serve. Not yourself, and not your questions alone. You are to be guided. Where you go, the stone goes. Where the stone go, you go. Storm bowed his head. He did not weep. The knife remained behind. The stone remained with him. And the next trader who came to the seawall took Storm with him, as quietly as a tide pulling back from the shore. We fade out again, and we come back on the picture of Storm looking at this dagger as Faz looks over it, blood and guts still dripping off it, high storm blowing in the breeze, and then tucks it away to brace for the rest of the storm before you move out. And with that, we're going to take a short break. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll see you soon. And that wraps up our third episode of Stonewalkers. With Taszo's last breath, he has passed on the baton. Finish my quest. Get Talon's Honor Blade, return it to Shinovar, and prevent the next desolation. Are our heroes up to the task, or are they going to get sidetracked along the way? Stay tuned and find out next time.